My 2025 favorite quotations and new findings about the veil of Jesus. Faves, all of me is my greatest revenge. There are two types of joy, hate joy and love joy. Only God knows whether we are in a world order. Hope is found when you keep going. Don't set limits on your potential. Men and women quotes. Women these days say they don't want dry romance. One-sided, dog-eat-dog views, whereas the man uses the main woman or wife and spends his money on his side chicks, his children, and or his homies, alcohol, drugs, or cigarettes. And then brag to one of the homies, saying, "Oh man, I got her trained." Men these days say they don't want wet romance. One-sided, messy views, whereas the woman uses the man or husband to pay bills and spend her money buying enormous gifts, traveling with the girls, herself, her ready-made children, alcohol, drugs, or cigarettes. And then brag to one of the girls, saying, "Aw girl, I got him trained." The veil of Jesus' new findings. The first finding comes from Oxford University geneticist, George Busby, who analyzed the DNA strand found on the white veil allegedly worn by Jesus or the Messiah. Mark 15 verse 46, John 20 verses 6 to 7, George had a biblical scholar, pastor, travel to holy sites such as Spain, Italy, and Egypt to extract DNA from the newly discovered bones of Jesus' cousin, John the Baptist, and from the world's most famous holy relic, which had been moved to the Sutterium of Oviedo, in hopes of retrieving a sample that possibly belonged to the Messiah. George's investigation identified the man who wore the cloth as having blood type AB, among the people from the Middle East. The DNA traced back to the Druzes in Cairo, Egypt. The second finding is that Al-Hakim Allah had experienced the same types of events as Jesus, as did many kings who were great in the works of Christianity. This Allah was born in August 985 CE, and disappeared from Cairo, Egypt in February 1021 CE, at age 35. Both can be found on YouTube under the movie The Jesus Strand, A Search for DNA, and Who Are the Druzes? According to modern religious findings, these and others, there are only two types of people in the world: the smart person, who knows about some religious findings but would rather not reveal those truths and continue living the anti-Semitism lifestyle, which the New Testament facilitates. And the illiterate person, who doesn't know and doesn't care at all, but would rather die trying to fight their way to the top, instead of changing their ways.